Your home has been sitting on the market for months with no serious offers. What do? We have 3 expert strategies to help you sell your home faster. We've sold over 85 homes just this year so far. In this video, we're going to talk about visual appeal and first appearances. We're going to also talk about pricing strategies that you can take for your home. And number 3, on marketing and exposure of your property and how to do it effectively.
Whether your home is on the market or you're getting ready to put your home on the market, here's a few things I look for when I'm walking through a house with home seller is making sure the minor repairs or even major repairs are complete before we start showing it. Many times you walk in and you got a job that is half complete and a buyer just doesn't know what direction it's going to go or the quality that's going to be done with it while the repair is being done. So having those done ahead of time is always a great thing. The other thing is looking at the paint and the flooring and the light fixtures. Are those clean? Are those fresh? Are they in today's time? That's a cheap and easy fix to do, which you'll get your money back out of that. Another thing is staging, making sure that the house is staged properly to optimize the buyer's flow and the buyer's experience when they're walking through the house. And the fourth, I would say, on this topic is going to be the cleanliness and making sure the home is decluttered and it shows clean and looks pleasing when you're walking through. The big thing we really look for when I'm showing a house is you go to the garage and you see the tools in the garage, or you look in the pantry and the pantry is neat, it's organized, it's clean. You can tell they care for their home and they take pride in it.
Understanding the pricing of your home is one of the most important things we're having with conversations with our sellers that are sitting on the market. We have to know, when does a price reduction make sense? When does waiting make sense? One of the factors, or a few of the factors that we're going to look at when it comes to that is going, hey, what feedback have we had? How many showings have we had and what did people say? The other thing that we can do is looking at what are other similar properties in our area? How many showings are they getting? So one of the tools that we use is using showing time to be able to see in a location or an area how many average showings that price range is getting. So each price range, each location is going to be different. If we're far below what the average is for showings, then hey, it's either the marketing or it's the pricing, which pricing is one of the most important parts of marketing. So that's something you're going to really want to look at or have your agent look at to go, what is the feedback? Also know that we have to take the feedback with a grain of salt. Understanding that sometimes feedback or bad feedback is from a buyer that wasn't going to buy that house anyways. Your most important feedback is from the buyer who's on the fringe of buying or bought a different house in that area. Those are the people we really want to care about their opinions and know exactly why they didn't purchase your property and why they purchased another one. All of those things are going to factor in, and also with, hey, is there new active properties that are coming on the market that are undercutting your price? Are there other properties that are in your price range that have sold? Why have those sold? And then also when it comes to the market, just in general, are we trying to beat a time frame? Is winter coming? Should we get it sold before then? Are we holding on this property for too long? There's a few of those indicators to go, man, we should probably take a look at this. This might be the limiting factor that we have. Another really good place for feedback is going to be an open house. You're going to get people to come through that have probably been through 5 or 10 other houses just like yours. And yes, they may not be willing to buy your house, but they'll know what they like about your house and what they don't and how you compare. It's a really good conversation for an agent to be able to have with active buyers in the area. When it comes to marketing and exposure on the property, it's probably the most important thing a real estate agent has the most control over doing. One of the most effective things you can do once that property is on the market is you have to change things up a little bit. It's going to start to look stale once you get to that 21-day, 30-day timeline. People have probably seen these same photos. They've probably seen the listing description. What things can an agent do? So there's a couple of them. One of the most effective things to be able to do is a cancel and relist. It's a really common strategy is to be able to cancel that property, take it off, probably add it with a price reduction. It's going to make everything look fresh. You don't want to adjust the front photos of what people are seeing when they go online. 90% of buyers are going to start their search online. They're going to see that front photo. They're going to know, hey, I've seen this property before. But if you do it well and you remarket or recapture a different buyer pool or a different set of marketing skills to it, to switch it up, to switch the listing description, maybe switch a few things on how you're presenting that to the market as a whole, you may get an added flow of people through. Coupling that with another open house. Another thing I think agents miss when it comes to marketing the property is also checking to see what is happening in the area. Are new properties coming back on that have undercut your price? The other thing I think that's really important, a really effective tool, is having a thing called listing showcase. And it's something that Zillow's came out with in the last 2 years to be able to market and position your property differently than every other property. So if you ever go into Zillow and you see little stars on the property and it looks a little bit different, that's one of the most effective ways to at least get your property in front of more people. The other thing you can do is start to run ads in certain locations. If you get to be able to identify what this most likely buyer is, that's a decent effective strategy to it. The other one that I actually don't like that much, and this is probably not a good thing to say as a real estate agent, but a broker open, you're going to have other agents come through the property, be able to see it and give you a pricing opinion and things that you can change. When you're on the market, I would say market, those are probably some of the most effective marketing strategies that you can change to adjust your property to get it sold in time.
So to recap, the three most important things, I think, if your home is currently on the market and you're kind of getting to that stale point is A, are you clean and are the repairs done for the cleanliness side of it? B, have you adjusted or looked at the pricing of your home? Is there new competition out there that you got to worry about? And 3, have you adjusted that marketing? Have you hit that 30, 60 days? And have you did anything of new photos, a cancel relist? Are those things you have done? I got a story this spring that we had a property that was on the market. We listed in the wintertime. So we had snow photos and we had sat. It was a little bit of a niche property overlooking the river. But with that, we had to, once it greened up, we got some green photos. We still left some of the snow ones there because the seasons were kind of a mix, but we had some green. We did do a cancel relist and we also did a price reduction. And when we did the cancel relist, we instantly had 5 buyers walk through and we ended up with 2 offers and the home had been sitting for, I think we were close to 70 days on the market at that point. So it was a great thing. We were always adjusting, always in communication with the seller to make sure we both knew we were moving forward and trying to figure out the best way to help get the home sold.
Click the link below and we'll give you our free seller's checklist so you can take these strategies to your home.